Okay, so this equation's already written in slope-intercept form, so it's super easy to graph because the m value, in this case 1/4, that's a slope. You remember what we call this number at the end? We label with b? Well, it's called slope-intercept because this is the y-intercept. And that's this number here. So in this case, our slope is 1/4, and the y-intercept value is +7. Okay. All you got to know is how to pick out those numbers, and then we can graph. So let's start graphing. So what we need to do first is know that this number b can be translated into a coordinate, an xy number. This, it's the y-intercept 0, 7. So the first thing we want to do is take that 7, find 0, 7 on the y-axis. So look for 0, 7, and let's put a point there at 0, 7, or just 7. And then remember how we use the slope? I'll give you a hint. This is the rise, and this is the run. It's going to help us find another point so we can make our line. So from this point 7, do I go up or do I go down? If the rise is 1. Up 1. And the run is 7, so I go across to the right 4. I'm sorry, I said 7, it's 4. I should go 4 to the right. So I go up 1 to the right 4. And that's going to be my second point. Okay? And it's as simple as that. Find the y-intercept, put a point there, figure out what your slope is, use that to find a second point, and you graph your line. Okay? So go ahead and submit that. Let's see if we got it right. Let's all do that now. Got it. Okay. So let's try, we got 4 more to do. We're going to move on to example 2. So I tried to pick out the ones that get a little confusing so we can all do them together. So let's figure out what we have here. We want to know the slope, m. We want to know the y-intercept, b. Okay, look at the equation. Y equals negative x plus 6. What's the number that goes for m, for the slope? What number is here? Yeah. We can put a 1, but what number is there, though? Negative 1. Now, the thing with the slope is, because we need a rise and a run, if ever it's an integer, we need to give it a denominator. So if the integer is negative 1, what's the denominator? Just 1. Any integer, give it a denominator of 1, it's the same value. It's the same number. So the rise is negative 1, the run is positive 1. Okay, the easy part. What's the y-intercept? It's 6. So that's where we're starting at. Look for 6 on the y-axis. So let's look for 6 on the y-axis, and then we'll take it from there. The slope is negative 1, which is negative 1 over 1. So do I go up or do I go down? I'll go down 1 and across to the right 1, since it's positive 1 for the denominator. And that's the line. This line is this. Voila. Let's try the next one. So we're going to move on to example 3. All right. So example 3, we've got the equation y equals 3x plus 2. And this is what you should always be looking for, the slope. It's negative 3. But what's the denominator? 1. And the y-intercept is positive 2, because it's plus 2. Okay. Let's use that to graph. We'll go to our starting point, which is 2, positive 2, right there. And then we have to do negative 3 over 1. Down 3, and to the right 1, right there. Okay? Okay. Okay, so let's see here. All right, let's take a look at this one. So Brittany, go ahead and try to catch up with us here. Again, we want to identify the slope and the b value, the y-intercept. What number is the slope? It's 1. Again, if you don't see anything in front of the x, its coefficient is 1. So I'm going to write the slope for rise over run is 1 over 1. Okay? And the y-intercept is this number here, which I see is 3. So that's our starting point. Look for 3 on the y-axis. Go to 3 because it's a plus 3. And then we're going to use the slope now to find the second point. Up 1 to the right 1. There it is. This is the line we want. That is the line for that graph. Okay. How many more do we have? We have 1 more left. See how quick this is? All right, let's do the last one, everyone. This one has a slope that's a fraction, which actually is easier to identify. So how am I going to write the slope so I can use it to graph? How should I write it down? What's the slope number for this? Negative 2 over just 5, yeah. What that tells me is I got a negative numerator, positive denominator. So I'm going to go down, but then I'm going to go to the right. Okay? And what's my y-intercept number? Negative 2. So this time we're looking for negative 2 on the y-axis. Okay? And then we're going to go, this is telling me to go down 2 because it's a negative 2. So go down 2 to negative 4, and then you're going to go across to the right 5 spots. And there it is. Okay, that is the line that goes with that equation. Okay? So as you can see, there is really no rewriting, no algebra to do other than know how to read those numbers and use them to graph these equations. Okay? So you have 15 to do here, and then the second assignment, which will go equally quickly, is an IXL. I want to make sure everyone can log into IXL this semester. And you open it up, and you'll practice this on IXL as well. Okay, same idea. Here I would cross at negative 5. The slope is 3 over 1. So I go up 1, 2, 3, and over 1. And there it is. You're basically doing the same thing on IXL. I just want to make sure you can access IXL and do it on there as well. Okay? So that's the assignments for today, guys. Finish them up and you're done for this week. Good luck. If you need any help, let me know. Remember, catch up on everything that you haven't done if there's anything missing by Saturday. By tomorrow, you can check to see what you've done and what you haven't done. Just click on go to your page on Schoology and look for the calendar here. These are the assignments we've done this week. Double check each one that you've done it. There's videos I've sent you guys on all of them. So if you need any help, there's help there, or you can message me, okay? All right, let's get to work, guys.